Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Yeah, Solana seems to be working on a B wave here still. So talked about in the last video about the potential here for maybe even a larger B wave, but it requires some evidence. We need a break above the green line first, break above that last swing high here, because as long as we don't break above that last swing high, the immediate downside move could be intact. But I can tell you that for a larger B wave rally or even something more bullish, this here was the ideal spot to turn around, just above the support area. The price has reacted now a couple of times again to the orange support region without breaking here the 3rd of October low. And now a reaction at this point indicates that rather than a more direct move down, the bulls prefer, or at least, the bulls and the bears prefer a bit of a diversion here. Okay, so what I'm watching for now is the potential that maybe this was an A wave, okay, and the B wave never finished, but this here was the A wave of the B wave. We've seen a move down in 3 waves only, in wave B of B. We could now have started the wave C of B with, you could say, standard resistance between $150.37 and $158.39. Really, we shouldn't see a break above it. Why have I included the 88.7 fib level? Because B waves are sometimes, they are, sometimes stubborn, or they sometimes like to break above the 78.6 fib level. Also, if we consider the 100% extension target, it points directly to the $155 level, which is the 78.6 retracement. So this should be strong resistance, but you can never rule out that it might go a little bit higher than that, yeah? And this is just a typical resistance level. And so, yeah, knowing that B waves sometimes overshoot slightly or even don't respect fib levels that well, I wanted to include that level as well, just to prepare you for a slightly higher B wave. But please note that around $145, we have this previous swing high, which needs to be broken for further confirmation that indeed the bulls are trying to push it a bit higher. Overall, though, there is not yet any clear confirmation that we are really breaking out, because we are still in this sideways range. And overall, you could see this just as noise. We're just moving in the center of this price channel. Can you see the price channel? This sort of nearly, it's a parallel price channel, but it's pretty much nearly a horizontal price range that we're moving in, with structural resistance around the $162 mark. These previous swing highs, obviously the last one being a very important one from end of September, around 162. The bulls definitely need to break the price above this area there to indicate a successful breakout. And then in that case, we have to consider that possibly the yellow wave 2 already bottomed, then maybe early in September. Ultimately, the support area did hold, right? So as long as we're moving in the range and see back-to-back corrective price action, which we actually see at the moment, the market hasn't really made a decision. So we see a similar pattern, you could say, on the Ethereum chart, even though it's slightly different. But I will not rule out even a triangle pattern here, even though it doesn't have the right look for a triangle. For example, on the Ethereum chart, I'm actually tracking a triangle pattern. This here could be one, but it just doesn't have the right look for a triangle. But even if it's a triangle, we might say, okay, A wave, B wave, C wave, D wave, E wave could also take us into this resistance area. So you can see it could be a different wave count, but still lead to the same results. So we could test the same levels. I normally consider that when providing the wave counts. I'm not going to show you 5 or 6 wave counts or potentials if the levels, for certain scenarios are pretty much the same, okay, or very similar. So there's no point trying to make it more complex. So that's pretty much it. The levels should be very clear. Obviously, I think needless to say that a break below the low from yesterday, which was located here around $135.50, well, that could indicate that we are heading towards 125, which is the next key level below. That's the update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.